Well, this is going to be an interesting stream for you, Alex, because, well, the first part's going to be interesting. And you're going to see why I wanted to play Power World at first, but then I realized, if I want to do something like that, let me go ahead and get this turned down slightly. But there was a reason I wanted to play Power World, and I kind of forgot what I need to get done on Power World, and I want to look through all my stuff. Because there were some things, I did play a little bit every now and then, but I never really played it too heavily. So I do want to get back into Power World at some point. But for now, I'm just going to do the server. But if you notice in the title, if you're both on Twitch and on YouTube, I got something special recently. And I did kind of showcase it in the Discord chat, which, by the way, if you are on Twitch, you can type in !Discord, and you'll be taken to my Discord channel. If you're on YouTube, you can actually find my Discord channel down in the description. Same with my Twitch. And if you're on Twitch, you can also find my YouTube channel by typing in !YouTube as well. But I did kind of leak something, and I was like, oh, I might look into it. And I did. So it involves Power World, which I did kind of show off. And I saw it because Instagram was advertising this to me, and I had thought about it, and I decided to act on it. And it's worth every little penny. So I have it down here at my feet. Now, I'm going to go ahead and bear with me for a second. So obviously we've got the squad, right? The 4 members that were usually on my channel, right? We're going to start with the smallest, the one who also had his birthday, Sharky, right here, the small little Beanie Baby plushie that I've had for 11 years, right? Next up, we have Ash, who is the second most recent addition. This is Ash. She is the female counterpart of Ember, who is the mascot slash person, whatever you want to call it. The way to represent my channel as well as me, all that type of stuff. And then, of course, the old bear that I have, Pooh Bear, which I did have to actually recently sew up. Like, I literally did that a few days ago because a lot of his fabric, so if you can see, that fabric isn't going anywhere. Before, it was loose, so I had to sew him back up. Now, if you follow me on my Instagram, you can, or my photography Instagram, which you would find, in fact, I'll just go and do this real quick. You can find my Instagram by typing in !Instagram on Twitch. And then you can find my Instagram there, and then it'll also link me, or it should be able to link you to my photography. If not, !KMT. That takes you to my YouTube channel that does photography, and then that's actually linked there as well. So you could find it, but essentially, if you just look, if you go to Instagram and type in Kyle Maxwell Photography, you'll find me there. But there was another plushie that I have, and this isn't a surprise, but I got this on my birthday. And I even got some clothing for him. But his name is Brownie, right? So I've had this plushie for a while. I did do some photo shoots with him. But he's not really part of the Stuffy Squad. He's kind of just a gift that I got. But he's not really part of the Unfriendly Fire universe. And neither is the next thing I want to show. Now keep in mind, I showed all of them off because Pooh Bear was, alright, keyword, was the biggest plushie that I have, right? He is not exactly 3 feet tall, but he's close to it. I mean, he's a big boy, right? Also a very, very old boy, but a big boy nonetheless. Until I got my next plushie, which does involve Power World. So I'm just going to show the first part, and then we're going to progressively show just how unhinged this gets. So, another thing I want to point out. I am 5'10". The average American, or white male, I should say, in the US is 5'9". 5'9", keep in mind. So, let's just start with the head at first, and you're already going to start to see how things are going to get a bit unhinged. So, like I said, remember when I mentioned Power World, you'll probably... Another furry. Shut the fuck up. Oh, God. Whatever. Anyways, let's start with the head. So that is the head. And in case you're wondering, this is Chillit from Power World. That's the head. Yeah. And remember when I said I'm 5'10"? We're gonna go and back it up a little bit. So I do have a bit of a mess, or that's just a desk, but still. Let's just back up. We're gonna keep backing up. And I'm gonna stand him up on the other end. So he is now standing on his tail. He is only like, in fact, yeah. This is only about 2 inches shorter than me. 2 inches shorter. 5'8". Remember, the average white male. Shit is still smaller than your dick. What? Do you even know what you were saying? This is smaller than my... If you're trying to insult me... I don't even think you... Yeah, I don't think you knew what you said. Second off, I don't want minors talking about that type of stuff. No. We've already had an issue in, like, I've already went over in chat. We had someone absolutely go out and do some pretty shitty and disgusting things. So I don't even want to... We're not gonna... I don't even want to get into that. We're not talking about that. But you can see he is a big boy. Like I said, in particular, like, I'm 5'10". The average white male in the US is 5'9". He's only an inch smaller than the average white male. That is insane. This is literally, like, human size. And I do want to say, when I first got him, he wasn't stuffed very well. They did, what's super nice is that they did provide a, if you go towards his tail right here, they provided, like, a little zipper that you can add more stuffing to. And because I am practicing my sewing, I was able to have a few extra bags of stuffing on hand, which I was just able to essentially just reach in and just put all the stuffing in, because he was very squishy, but there were some parts where he wasn't holding his form very well. So because I had some extra stuffing on me, I used 3 bags of stuffing. And keep in mind, the bags of stuffing are kind of like this. But I think that's perfect. Ooh, one funny thing, I did keep this with me. It's right here. So despite the size, in fact, I even have the size of the bag. I mean, obviously it's going to be more puffed out than this. But, I mean, this is the amount of... I used 3 bags worth of this. And that was, for the most part, fine. What's interesting, though, is before I stuffed him up, I kid you not, this is literally the packaging he came in. I'm gonna hide the stuff so I don't dox myself. He literally fit in this bag. I'm not even kidding you. He came in this plastic bag that was then wrapped in this. But that's also before I filled him up with 3 things of stuffing. I was actually blown away by the fact that the packaging was that small. I thought I got scammed. And then that's when I realized, oh, there's a reason they didn't stuff them that much, because they could pack them really, really tight. And that's probably the reason they did that, is so that way the customs won't charge them nearly as much. And I bet you that's why they did that. Was that vacuum sealed? Like I said, I don't know, maybe it probably was vacuum sealed as well. But I do think the reason they understuffed it a bit is so that way they could get past customs and they don't have to pay nearly as much. Which, that would actually make a lot of sense. But yes, I love my Chillit. Now you can see why I'm going to play Power World, but I need to load up Power World again and then see what I need to get done. So for now, I'm just going to play some Minecraft. Honestly, I wanted to boot up the server, so that's what I intend to do. Let's go ahead and close out of this, and let's get Spotify up. Ooh, You know, one other thing. We'll go ahead and I want to talk about this real quick. So, you know, there's a specific song I'm going to try to look for right here while we're waiting. So, remember when I had my ear? It's been blocked up for a little bit. We're finally getting that addressed, and it should be actually passing over soon. Now, I was curious to know what was going on. So, remember at first it's like, all right, I'll just get eardrops, and then that didn't work. Then it's like, all right, I'll go to an audiologist, which isn't an eyes, nose, and an ears, nose, and throat doctor. So an audiologist can only do so much. Like, we'll just clear out the wax, because that's what I thought it was at first. I thought it was wax in my right ear building up that I had to have clean out. And it wasn't that either. So then I had to go to contact my my actual, like, my main healthcare provider, doctor, whatever you want to call it. And I said, hey, this is what's been going on. It's not in pain, so it's not really an ear infection. So then they said, oh, well, we'll make you a referral to an ears, nose, and throat doctor, because those are the people that specialize, like, because an audiologist is kind of like the very, like, they do very little in regards to actually, like, if anything is, like, medically wrong. It's mainly just very, very simple things is what an audiologist does. An ear, nose, and throat can actually do a lot more complex things. So I actually waited I waited like a week, right? Because I was thinking, okay, maybe my doctor will finally be able to recommend someone. And they just never recommended anyone. So it's like, all right, fuck it. I guess I'll go out and contact or look for a doctor. And there was one less than 10 minutes away. And he had a lot of good reviews. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me get in contact. I make an appointment. And then when they call me back and they had some questions. And they said, oh, by the way, did you ever schedule a hearing exam? I'm like, no, I haven't done that. So then they had to cancel that appointment. And then they scheduled it to the last Mondays when I went. And the reason they did it for last Monday was that was a day where I could get a hearing exam done and they could have a doctor look at my ear. So it's like, all right, we'll just knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. That way I don't have to drive back. And we got all that done. And as it turns out, there is liquid in my ear, but it's past the ear canal. So you can't just, like, turn your head to the side and then get it out. There's something holding it in. There's something causing it to stay in there and causing all of his hearing impairment. And the first thing that happened is he put what he called his telescope into my ear, and he could see there was a lot of trapped liquid in there. And the reason the liquid is trapped and why you can't just lean your head and then let it go out is because, and he showed me a diagram of the ear, but essentially it involves your nose, and that there is a passageway in your nose, a tube that kind of goes in like this, and it's kind of allows air to travel in and out. And that's what allows when you do this, that allows it to, any liquid to drain out. The problem is that my tube right here is inflamed. So as a result, it creates a vacuum, and then water tends to get held in as a result. And that's why it wouldn't really get out. So the first thing they're doing for me, and what is doing a huge portion of the work, I have noticed a difference, is they're giving me steroids, and not like the steroids where you go to the gym and start working out. It's a steroid that reduces inflammation on this tube in particular, so that way it'll open up, and then every now and then I just gotta go, like, I plug my nose and then just blow, and I do that, and then I kind of just let my head go to the side, and I have noticed it has helped. I will probably need another prescription of it, though, because it's supposed to be, for 2 days I take 3 pills of something known as Prednisone, and then I have to take 2 pills, and I do 1 pill in 2-day increments, right? So it's 2 days, 3 pills, 2 days, 2 pills, and then 2 days, 1 pill. I'm probably going to end up needing to get a second prescription. Now, if that doesn't end up working, one of the things they might end up doing is putting tubes in my ear to manually create, or to manually get rid of the vacuum. And it was interesting because one of the things they did to actually test whether or not the tube was inflamed was they got like a really tiny wire with like a light and a camera, and they just stuck it up my nose, and I was able to see like my inflamed canal, and it was so weird. But Yeah, that's what is going on. So my hearing is definitely back. I do want to say that. It's not 100% there. Every now and then I can feel a little bit of liquid trying to come out. But tomorrow begins my first day of taking 2 pills. So, again, hopefully that'll work. Like I said, what they want me to do is try it for 2 weeks. So once I get off my second day, I'm just going to ask for another set of steroids. So that way we can go back to the 3 days, the 2 days, and the 1 day. Now, one of the problems I have with this medication is, number one, it kind of raises the anxiety because it creates a cortisol reaction, which basically is just, that's the thing that causes you to be stressed and anxious. So when I first take it, I will feel like a little bit like tense, anxious, like just on edge. Yesterday when I took it, I had some caffeine, which is apparently a bad idea because that only amplifies your anxiety. So I remember taking it yesterday and feeling like really just I could not hold still for a second for like a good 15 minutes. Another problem it does is it makes you, your glucose levels, less tolerant or something like that. Basically, it makes you more hungry. So I've noticed my appetite has expanded and I'm feeling a lot more hungry. So I do kind of have to battle that. But I've just been drinking a lot of water. I have to avoid my caffeine, which sucks because, especially for work, that's what helps me feel awake. So I have to avoid that. And then after that, like I said, I'm going to do another 6 days. And then hopefully I should get rid of anything. If it doesn't fix it, though, unfortunately, that means I have to go back. And they're probably going to put tubes into my ear. I don't know what that exactly is. They kind of showed it, but it does not sound pleasant. I'll say that much. So let's hope it doesn't have to get there. But yeah, that's what happens. So let me go ahead now and go back to... Oh, I got this still... music is still there. All right. So that's what's been going on. All right, let me go ahead and go over. Oh yeah, and like I said, excuse me. So when it comes to the new emotes, I mean, y'all probably saw them. Once I receive my intermission screen, that's when I'm going to start integrating the new emotes. I just think it would be better to integrate everything just all at once rather than kind of do it and then have different art. And especially because like the intermission screen features the artist's name, which I of course do not want to be associated with. So I'm just going to wait for everything to be done. Now this Friday I'll receive the first sketch of how the screen's going to... Basically it's the same screen I have now. So it's just in Nod Riot style. Alright, one of the game I want to play sometime in the future as well, or not play, but go back to would be... The fuck? Skip? Oh god. I did not like that at all. Yeah, let me go ahead now and get into the server as well. But it's going to be the same thing that you know, just in Nod Riot style. Because, like I said, I do not want to support or associate the other artists with my channel anymore, because after all the other shit. Alright, how's my frame rate looking with the new shade? I have been experimenting with shaders. Oops, also, this is set to the wrong one, apparently. Might have to turn off the shaders, because that might actually interfere. If you get that reaction. Well, it's a side effect that doesn't last for too long. It's just like the first 15-ish minutes. And also, just give me a second because... let's see. Maybe I could just do that. That's alright. That is off. Alright, let's do that. I want to try to get some of that frame rate back. Actually, do kind of like that. Right. We're just gonna do all that. I might have to disable it. I mean, it does kind of help. Yeah, we're just gonna disable it for the frame rate. I was gonna try to see if this would work. It's not gonna work, unfortunately. So I do have a few things planned for today, and I mentioned it last stream. So a couple things that I got done. So number one, hang on. Number one, the server is finally up to 1.21.1. However, so Shockbite ended up changing their panels, and as a result, this little map that I used to have got reset, which kind of sucks. So a lot of areas I had explored are no longer explored anymore. But I did go down, and then wherever the this swamp area right here, there is a, if you'll notice, right over here, there is a village right over here. And because with the new changes with all that, we are now able to essentially get our mending books, which I was able to get a villager for a book of mending for only 10 emeralds. I do want to get a zombie villager and then lower that. Well, yeah, that's why it looks like that. And then I did go over here for the windswept biome so I could get some emeralds. So before it would have just looked like an L, but I went ahead and did this. But before it just used to look like an L. On top of that, the resource or the data packs I didn't have on the server before, they were finally able to get added in. They weren't in for 1.20.5 because for whatever reason they just would not add it in. We now finally have the same data packs as before on the other server, meaning if you want to go to bed and not everyone's in bed, only one person has to go to sleep, all that stuff. I'll probably end up making a post as well, detailing all of them. Now, real quick, I'm actually going to go into Spotify, just so that way I can have that up and going, so I can change that as needed. There we go. Alright. So, I've got a few scaffoldings in my inventory because I do have a couple of plants. So, I'm actually going to start in here. So, I need a place to put the... Oh, wait. It's about to turn night. So, let me go to bed real quick because I do need that dark oak tree. Goddamn. We're already in netherite. I mean, yeah, I did end up getting some stuff. And also, by the way, when it came to enchanting this, I got really, really lucky. Because at first, I was hardly getting anything. And then the boots I especially got lucky with, because at first they had protection 3 and it was, I think it was just the mending because I found it in the ruins, the ocean ruins, whatever those were. And then I ended up making another set of boots, and when I put it in, it had the protection 3 feather falling and then Depth Strider 2, which I was able to get a Depth Strider 2 book, and then I just combined it. And then of course mending. So I got kind of lucky with the boots. A lot of these I did end up having to make a separate piece because I just could not get a book. Which ideally that's what I would have done, but I wasted a lot of diamonds. Which I was able to get, well, I used to have a bit more. But I was able to get all that done. And yes, I do have quite a few mending books, which I do plan to use on stuff like this. The bow I need to upgrade as well. But realistically, I really have not gotten that much done because I kind of wanted to save that all for a stream. Other than just getting the villagers done and then getting all the data packs and all that sorted out because I've been wanting to get that done for the longest time. God damn it. Why does my phone love to be retarded? Okay, so I have to go into my computer manually to do it because it just does not want to do it. I don't know why. But what I have planned for today is I'm going to add a little upstairs area so I can make this look a little bit nicer. And then what I'm going to do after that is I want to make a mob grinder. And I kind of want to make it the... there's one in particular that I saw called the It's the pathfinding one. That's what I'm going to try to do. I want to make a pathfinding mob grinder because they're pretty simple to make. They don't need redstone. And they can actually be pretty efficient. So that's what I'm going to end up doing once I get all this done. One of the other things I mentioned is I do want to make a farm down here where I can put all my netherwort and stuff. So all of this will be taken. And then that's where I'm basically going to probably put all my ladders and stuff. But I'm going to make this house look a little bit nicer. I'm probably going to transfer this stuff upstairs. And one of the other reasons I want to do that is if we go around, I'm really not a fan of how flat this looks. So by having it upstairs, I can actually make a little loft area, add a bit of complexity, and make it look, in my opinion, what I think is going to look a bit nicer. But I do need to get a little bit of this so I can make some signs. And I'm probably just going to make the floor out of just regular oak, is what I'm going to do. Man, I had dinner, like, literally an hour ago, and I can just tell my body is just not satisfied, and that's just because of medication. That sucks. Rain. You know what? Let's actually put this away and actually do want some gold so that way I can actually go out and make some more golden apples. Once I get all that done, I think the main goal is just going to be going out, getting some potions, and getting ready to beat the dragon. Like, I really do think that is just kind of a next step. And then getting some shulker boxes to kind of fill everything up here. I'm pretty sure that would be the next step. Alright. So now I need to make the signs. So the sign down here, this is going to go to scaffoldings. And I'm just going to add the other ones. Eventually I'm going to need some for just regular bamboo blocks as well. But for now, this is just going to be... I think it's 2S, right? Yeah, it is. So we're just going to put in 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'm probably going to need... Wait, 1, 2... Okay, I think it's... Yeah, I am going to need probably round 4. Yeah, I'm going to need a round 4. Although, to be 100% on... Yeah, I'm going to need 4. Because I'm thinking about this because the mob grinder... Because where I'm going to probably have to end up going, mind you, is I'm going to have to end up going to... And let me put this away while I'm at it. I'm going to have to end up going to somewhere around the ocean. And then build up like 200 blocks. Like, I am going to have to do that. So that way no other mobs can actually spawn around. I am also going to need quite a bit of slabs. I'm going to keep these oak slabs because I'm going to be using these. So I think I'm just going to use the dark oak. I do need dark oak stairs as well. So I can finally put this away. I can put this away and then put that away. Now, you do want to have some... No, I'm going to bring these because I actually am going to need these. For something else. There. I'm going to need more than that. There. Probably not going to need that much, but I'm going to get a little bit extra just in case. And that's to prevent spiders. So what I'm going to do now is... So now that that's done. Kind of just thinking for a second. Stairs, I do need... I'm going to turn all of these into stairs. Oops. You know what? I'm thinking about this. Let's put this back. Because that's actually going to take a while to get that much. In wood, at least. So what I'm going to do instead... Let's take something I know I have a lot of. Let's just use... I need to turn this all into cobble deep slate at some point. But I'm going to turn about... Yeah. I think that'll be fine. And like I said, I would rather bring extra but not enough. And we'll just use these. There, so now we got our slabs. We're gonna probably need a few extra slabs as well, but that's a good start, I would say. Alright, so now the next step is I'm gonna have to find an area that has just a big ocean. So that is the next step. And real quick, I'm gonna go and grab my chillet. Dude, he is such a big boy. God. Alright, but I want him... Jeez. It's like having a big... If you've ever had, like, a big dog that just does not understand the fact that it is not a lap dog, that is the best way to describe it. I used to have a big black lab by the name of Sadie. And she was the best dog ever. But that is the best way I can describe my chillet. It's a dog that is not a lap dog, but for whatever reason thinks it's a lap dog. Yeah, this sucks. But he's okay. The other thing though with his fabric is that it is super duper soft. I will say, I love that. His fabric is extremely soft. I like it a lot. Okay, anyways, let me go ahead now. Cable is tangled. Excuse me. No. Okay. There we go. Fixed. So what I gotta do is I need to find an area of open water, and the best place... Well, actually, somewhere around here would probably be the best place to look. So I'm gonna go and grab my boats. You know what? Actually, let's go to bed first real quick, actually. Oh, wait, that's right. I don't have enough room in my inventory. Hold that thought. Okay. Maybe I should take... Is there anything I could drop off? I could probably drop off one set of torches. I don't think I'm going to need that much. Let's go and go to bed real quick so I can just go in the middle of a day. Or at the beginning of a day, I should say. There we go. This should be about everything I need. I don't have room to put this away. That's a you know what? We'll do that one. You can go here for now. There we go. That's a bit better. Alright. Alright, now in relation to the... I need to head this way. I saw that stuff, love. And because of a new chillet, I think I'm going to give him the hugs for now. Dude, like I said, he is so big. But I love it so much. I love how big he is. His fabric is really soft, and I love that. And he was not that expensive either. I mean, especially when you compare to the other I mean, what I paid to have Ash and Ember done, he was very cheap. But yeah, he was made really well. I actually love that. All right, let's go up. I might have to turn that down slightly. All right, let's put the boat down and then take a look. Because this should be open water. What's nice is that we still have a little bit of land nearby. Well, once we get closer to, like, this area. It'll be out in the water enough to where we can build up and nothing should really spawn in too much. Like, in regards to caves and stuff. Because, like I said, I know you have to build up to, like, Y level 200 or something like that to really kind of just make sure. So that's why I'm going to have the scaffolding at first. What I do want to do is, once that's done, is I just want to use regular ladders to get up and down. Let me take a look. Right, whichever one of these leads to the open waters where I need to go. I think these all kind of go to open water, right? Yeah. Richie, hello, hello. Thank you for the follow. Nice scam. I love how he doesn't even get rid of the fucking quotation marks. He doesn't even get rid of it. You can see it, or you can't see it anymore. The message is deleted. But there's literally quotation marks at the very beginning. So he's literally just copying and pasting something. Well, they can't really do that anymore because I have it set to where if you get banned, you can't even look at the channel or anything like that anymore. You don't see anything, so they wouldn't even hang around anyways. Also, Asmongold. Yeah, one of the biggest fucking streamers on the planet. Or was, I believe. I think something happened with him, though. I don't remember what it was. But whenever they have to speak to you outside of Twitch, it's because they know what they're doing is against TOS. And it's so obvious. And it's the fact that as soon as he followed, that's the first thing that popped up. Come on now. Like, that's the worst part about these scams. Is that they're so obviously the scams because they always follow a similar formula. Like, especially with the artist one, they always follow the same formula. Literally, it's the exact same. Okay, so where was I? I think this is gonna be... Well, the problem is, okay. The problem with this area is I would have to light it up. Well, no, actually, because I'm going high up in the air, I wouldn't actually have to do that. But I still kind of want to reduce it. So I think around here is the place to do it. Yeah, because once I start getting far up, it won't matter. Too much, at least. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, this is just going to be a temporary block for now. Eventually, I do need to go out and actually, like, change this. So I need this to be a platform. So basically, I'm just going to use all of these available. So let me real quick and do this. And yeah, this is basically, I'm going to use all of these until I can't anymore. All right. So we're at Y level 63. I'll probably only really need to use okay, here's what I'll end up doing. I'm going to use 3 stacks of them. And then I'll use the extra 6. And that should get me to... I mean, let's see here, right? I mean, it's going to get me high up. Definitely over the 200. For sure. Oh! I know why. So, the reason being is... So, when I changed the server... Or when the server changed... Like, I didn't change it. They updated the panel. They changed the IP. So, I actually need to get that to you real quick. So you're going to go into your Minecraft and make sure, number 1, obviously, don't share this code with anyone. But number 2, hang on. You can just edit your, the server thing and then just refresh. I mean, the server in itself is whitelisted. Okay, we are definitely high enough, but I'm going to go down to... Yeah, I'd say this is... Yeah, that should be fine. Welcome, welcome. I forget I have a little something enabled that kind of makes sense. Oh, okay. All right. Wherever you last were. Well, remember, this is a completely different server because the other one got hacked. So this is literally a brand new server. Oh, I see what I gotta do then. Okay. There. No, it fell, of course. Is it me or is it... It could be a bit of lag. Why? I probably have to go back down, don't I? Nope. Now it's working. Okay. Sure, whatever. 250. Alright, let me try this one more time. What if I do it like... No? That was frustrating. Whatever. Okay. So now what I need to do is... This is going to be the platform leading up. Eventually this is just going to straight up be a ladder. So platform. I figured out it was spawn truck here where you can't break stuff. Okay. So now what I need to do... Why are you here? There we go. So what I need to do now is... So, since I'm going higher up, the mob rates are going to be reduced slightly, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference. But what I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to work on actually making the platform. Which, actually, now that I think about it, I do believe it needs to use slabs because we don't want to have anything spawn in. So, we're going to do bottom slab so nothing can spawn in. 2, 3, 4. We'll just do like 4. It really doesn't have to be that much. And what I want to do now is I need the stairs. This is where the stairs are going to have to come in. Right. 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 Nice. So this is going to platform that they're all going to fall onto. Somewhere around here. And then real quick, let me change this real quick. So what I want to do now is that. There we go. So this is going to be the platform that they, the mobs will fall onto. We need to make them slabs. There we go. Now, here is the only portion you want to be full blocks. Because, so how the mobs work... God damn it. There we go. So how mobs work in this game is they... Whenever they're pathfinding, they want to spawn in, or they want to go, they will basically, if I'm a mob, right, and I'm standing somewhere, like, let's say this was a half slab, right, and then nothing else existed, it was just these stairs, it was this. I look at this wooden block, because all of these are not considered full blocks. How mobs work is, they want to pick a full block as a target, and then walk to it, and all that. So we'll pick a direction at random, look for a full block, and then walk towards it. Now, this is why we're making everything out of stairs and out of slabs, but only have the back wall. So the platform is going to extend out this way, but this is going to be the only full block they're actually going to be able to sense. And again, this is so that way whenever they're wanting to target, they'll only be able to target the stuff over here. So I'm going to have all this open up. Now this is where we want to have the slabs again because, hold on. I'm just going to do that real quick. There we go. Actually, to avoid them getting caught, let's do it like this. There we go. Alright. We're gonna do this. Wrong way. God damn it. Okay. Right now, falling would be one of the worst things that happened to me. I mean, this isn't like Skyblock, but it's still like not good if I end up falling. I also just realized I built this wrong because I am retarded. Because it actually needs to go this way. So this is a platform I'm trying to get them to walk down. Just gonna lower this a little bit. There we go. Wrong way, dumbass. Why did it do that? There. Dude, every single time I lower, there's a bit of a pucker factor. Why do you do that? And that's just another wasted. Okay. So the mobs can only target that area, but now there's a bit of a problem. So what I need to do now is, so these all have to be slabs is the thing. There. So luckily for me, there is water below me, so I won't die. It's just a pain in the ass getting back up and down. Is this even at a proper... I don't think this is at a proper height, is it? It is not. Always a little bit of a pucker factor. Just a little... God damn it. Okay. Actually, I do think this technically needs to be stairs. Well, actually, I don't think it 100% does. Honestly, it doesn't. These will need to be stairs, though. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 8. But I'm doing this just for I can do the. Is that a bottom slab? Was I retarded and made a bottom slab? I think I was. God damn it. That's annoying. So that's a bottom slab, but I can't just... Okay. I'm gonna try to get as much of this as I can. Do not fall, please. Like I said, falling isn't the end of the world. It's just climbing back up is what's annoying. Nope. Okay. So what I'm gonna have to do is, why? I have to do something like that. Yes. Okay. Something like that is what I have to do. Except I do need to obviously try to get this back. Of course, that's not gonna come back. Okay. Of course, that doesn't come back either. Okay. Now we got bottom slab, so I should be able to build. I do think I actually do want to cover that up just for lighting purposes. Although, no, I don't, and I just wasted this, because I just realized I'm going to have to put stairs there, because then the mobs can pathfind if I do regular slabs. God damn it. I'm not thinking. Okay. And I'm also going to do this, just so that way I'll have something to build on at first. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I think 8. Because what I'm going to do here... I thought I skipped this. No, I didn't. That's better. Okay. So the first thing I'm actually curious to know in regards to the math to this, because we are going to need these. Come on, let me down, please. There we go. Okay, so first off, I can't place that. So that's good. 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't remember how, because I'm doing the platform slightly different than what I read, and obviously I am gonna need more fucking, because I dropped a lot of them anyways. But at the very least, let's see if I can get the math correct, because if I get this side, the other side is easy. It's literally just duplicating this. But I just want to make sure I have the math correct before I go out and just start doing everything, right? So I'm also going to just do 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. God damn it. Oh well. So I believe, so the wall is going to be on the other side right here, right? So then it's going to be 1, 2, right? And I want to do this so that way a spider cannot spawn, because a spider does not want to spawn if there's something like a trapdoor on the ground within 2 blocks. Like, it does not want to spawn in. So by doing it like this, we can prevent spiders from spawning in and messing with the mob cap. So what we're going to do is 1, 2, and then 1, and then I need to actually place some torches down temporarily, because obviously I don't want anything spawning in just yet. 1, 2, and then 1, and then 1. Okay, so then 1, 2, and then 1. I think this is the only portion where we want to do it like this, where we want to have 1 in between. But also, I don't have any more slabs on me to make sure of that, so I actually do need to go down to actually grab some slabs. So while I'm at it, I'm actually going to... I can't. Not like that, at least. Okay, I have to go down. Alright, let's just go down. Wait, I got some more slabs. I'm still gonna need more anyway, so let's just go and pick these up. Alright, real quick as well, I'm gonna go ahead and quickly hit F2, just so that way I can save the screenshots, and then I'm gonna do this while I'm at it. Alright. But I need to head back over here. So make sure I go... What? I'm not underwater though. Okay, that was weird, but alright, it's fixed. Okay, cool. Yes. So I do want to head this way, but in particular, I need to head a little bit this way. One of the other problems with the medication I'm taking, to help get some of the water out of my ear is it can make me a little bit thirsty. So I've been drinking a lot of water like crazy. It's also apparently you're not really supposed to drink, like, not only you're not really supposed to have a lot of caffeine, but alcohol, of course, is one of those things you don't really want to have when you're on the medication. So I'm not really going to be drinking on stream, assuming that I stream while I'm still taking the medication. And today, it's not going to be too long of a stream. The reason being is another... Sorry, I'm mentioning a lot of side effects. One of the other side effects is that it can kind of mess with your sleep. And it has definitely messed with mine. But, I'm starting to feel slightly tired. But, I'll go for at least another good hour or two. And again, the reason I streamed later than I usually would is I was waiting for the package to come into the mail. And I was thinking, oh, also... You know what? Also, real quick, GG. But, I wanted my package to come in because I didn't know when it was going to come in exactly. I didn't really have, like, an exact tracker of when it was going to come in. Like, I had a tracking number and everything, but I didn't really have, like, an exact thing. And, I didn't know if it was going to be correct because it told me one day at first, and then that day was wrong. So it's like, all right, I want to wait until at least 5:30 because the apartments that we have, they have a clubhouse that closes at 5:30. So it's like, all right, I'll wait until around that time so that way, because I want to be able to, like, if I'm going to get the package, I want to wait for it because I think it'd be fun. And I was like, all right, then I could decide for a stream there. But I went ahead and decided to skip Power World, mainly just because I do kind of want to figure out what I need to get done before I start just going in. I did play a little bit last night because I was just kind of like... I was just thinking about it. Also, my brother just texted me. You know, oddly enough, I haven't really even found that many name tags either. I've only found one. I need to take care of it. Guy as well. Also, I think one of these days on my work schedule, I didn't really check the time. I think it was Saturday. They had me working an extra long day, but they also ended up adding a day back because I think it was off by accident. Yeah, it's a really long day. They definitely screwed this up. Alright, I need to message... I'll message my manager tomorrow. But I'm still kind of on the schedule of, like... I can't work that many hours because then I go over my allotted time. So I'll message her later on that. Alright, let me go and put down the boat real quick so I can free up my inventory. I'm going to work on that a bit later because that is a bit of a big project. But I want to get this done over here. There we go. I will turn this into cobble deep slate at some other point. Scaffolding, we'll just put the stack here. Because I think there is... Okay, never mind. I thought there was a little bit more room. There isn't. So what I'm going to do real quick is, once I put this away, I'm going to take care of the trader, and then... Do I have anything for bamboo? I don't. So I'm going to actually have to make a bamboo. There we go. So what I have to do now is I actually want to make this out of just regular oak. So there is a little bit of, there's a little bit of a difference. So I do have some oak here. We will need these ladders as well, but for now I'm just going to use regular oak. I am also going to need some stairs to help transform the roof up here. So I'm going to do it around, I think it was, yeah. So I'm doing it like this, although I'm not going to have the ability for a fence, am I? No, I can't put a fence there. I'll figure that out. But this is essentially going to be a loft, is how I'm planning to make this. I will end up having to remove some of these chests, but once I move everything up, it's not going to make too much of a difference. I do think having a loft would be really cool and a nice little way to break up the house and kind of get everything organized. In fact, I could possibly... Well, this is all the redstone stuff. I'll think about it. But for now, at the very least... While I'm at it, I'm just gonna combine these. There we go. Alright, so this can just go up here for now, although one of these needs to be removed. I think this is going to be the way I'm going to get up for now. Yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. These can go in here. This can go in here. Water goes back. We'll just put this here for now. Obviously, this isn't going to stay the way it is. This is all temporary. Where did ladders go? Right here. Okay, that's actually going to be problematic. So it can't go there. Oh, I'm going to have to do this an ugly way that I don't really like. Fuck. Hang on. Let me just pick all this up real quick. And then I'm just going to combine these. And I need to figure this out now. How do I want to do this? I know I can do it. Okay. Let's put all this back. There we go. So we can go ahead and then take the slabs. There we go. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to break this. We're gonna do this real quick. It's not gonna stay like there forever, but we're just gonna do it right here. There we go. Problem solved. So then I can actually just, I can't do it like that. Forgot about some of this stuff. No, we're just gonna raise this. I think that's gonna be the best course of action. Let's just raise it. It'll be fine. It's a little bit higher up than I'd want it to be, but I don't know much else I can do at the moment. That sucks. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is just do it like this. Again, it's a little bit higher up than I'd want it to be, but I cannot think of any other way to get this done. So, wrong way. There. So that settles that. So we are gonna have to move this chest at some point. Now what I'm probably gonna end up doing here as well is I'm gonna do this. And then I'm going to put a window there as it's turning nighttime. Yeah, let me set my spawn real quick. There we go. There we go. So I do want some windows here. Or you know what? What I'm going to do is we're going to have some glass panes, right? We're going to have 2 of them, but I want birch stairs. And then I need some more. Okay, I need a couple more of these. I need 4. There. There, now we have some shutters, but I now need some birch wood, and then I need a little bit more oak wood as well. I'm going to go for a small oak tree over here because I don't need much oak wood. There we go. And ideally, I want to find a smaller birch tree so I don't have to cut down too much because I don't really need that much. There we go. Right, let's go and head back now. Okay, so now what I want to do is grab this. What am I doing? I think 6 should be... Yep. Oh, that's just barely not enough. Alright, well, I got a big extra. And then we can take this, and then I want... Let's go. Because I don't think we have birch stairs in here, do we? No, we don't. We're only going to need 2 of them. Alright. Just in case. Alright, and then to help out... There we go. We can go ahead. Oh, hold on a second. What am I doing? That's annoying. This game is annoying me. Alright, fuck it. We're just gonna do it the way I didn't want to do it, but this game cannot comprehend that. Alright. Right, so now what I'm gonna do is I need 4 of them now, because it doesn't want to do it the other way. I don't know why. I do need to do something with the edges here, because I don't think this really looks that good. And then this needs to have, honestly, something. Like, I feel like it does need to be holding something. What? There. No, I thought I had something. Instead, what I'm gonna do is we need more oak wood. No, you know what? As standing, I think this will be fine. I think that'll just be fine. Right there, at least. So now, over here, we need to change things up. And let me do this real quick. Because what I'm going to end up doing now is... Let me go over real quick. Because I'm going to end up changing this area up to make the roof look a little bit more complex and hopefully better. But in order to do that, so number 1, there's going to be a window here. And I don't remember how big it's going to be. So I'm just going to do this just in case. Here we go. And I don't 100% remember how to do it. I've done this like a few times. But essentially, okay, yeah. It's like... Okay, it needs to start a little bit before this, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, like this. These aren't obviously... These are just placeholder blocks like this, right? Yeah, I mean, those are placeholder blocks, right? And then... Okay, that actually needs to be there. Let me get this out of the way real quick. So what do I do when the math doesn't math? No, not that. Yeah, like that. Yeah. It kind of goes something like this. Although I'm going to need another way in now that I'm thinking about this, so why did I do that? So the problem with this is it's not even. So I don't really know what to do about... Let me see. How does that look out there? Probably not good, if I'm being honest. It's hard for me to see. Let's see. Yeah, this part don't look good. That looks fine. Yeah, that looks fine. Damn it. But that looked alright. So we need to do the same thing on the other side as well. But let me real quick just do that, and then... Okay. Checking to see if I have anything else. No. So I'm going to go ahead and now take this. These open gaps I have a problem with, but I don't know what I could do about that. There probably is something I could do, but I'm not 100% sure what I would do. So we're just going to leave it be for now. And that'll be a problem for future me at some point. For now, we're just going to... Okay. It's not gonna work like that. Oh yeah, that's right, because this isn't a full... Okay, so that doesn't work. So the way I have to do it is I have to do it like this. Noted. No, can't do it like that. Why, game? Oh my god. I think in order for me to do this, I have to completely... I'm gonna have to completely redo the house and then transform the dimensions entirely. I think I will. Because obviously none of this looks... I'm gonna have to transform entirely how the house looks. Unless what I could do... Come here, please. Thank you. What I could end up doing... let's see. There's one thing I could try. And number one, let me go and get rid of this. And then second, let me do this. What I could do, and maybe this is what I was supposed to do, but I don't 100% remember. But I am getting this part correct. Oh. Nope, that part is not correct. But some of this I am getting correct. Wait, okay. So, what I could... Oh, but this is going to be where things get a bit tricky. Why does it do that? There. I'm speechless. God, I don't remember. What do I do from here? Because I don't 100% remember. Like I said, I've hardly done this at all. I hardly remember what I'm supposed to do here. All I know is that windows go like right here. And it's somehow supposed to be a bit more even. That's all I remember. I can only put where I know the windows are supposed to go, which is like around, not there. The windows do go here. But they also need to go here. Let me test something out here. This might help. I'm also going to need this. Alright, let me try something here. I don't know if this is going to look good, but I will be willing to, like, try it out. Which is basically to do this. And then I'll keep doing this to make it look consistent, right? But I don't think that's going to really look particularly good. No, it's not, unfortunately. Like, it's close. It's close to what I'm looking for, but it's not exactly it. And it is those hard edges. I believe, like, it is those hard edges. Maybe what I could end up doing is instead of these, I could just use slabs. Let me try that to see if that'll fix it. There you go, that's right. Why game? There. Again, almost there. The problem is the slabs. Or not the slabs, but it's these hard edges here. And the math of my house does not allow that. Although technically what I could do... Okay. We're going to change this again. Maybe I was I think I was probably just overcomplicating it. But I'm going to need, in this case, I'm going to do it like this. Alright, so I need 1, 2. There. Closer. I'm going to have to think about this. I might have to look up a reference as well. Like, I know what I'm trying to do, but I just don't remember how the fuck to do it. Where is it? Fuck. Come on, there it goes. All right. I'm taking a look. What I'm noticing what I'm doing wrong is that if it wants to pop out like that, I have to extend it out quite a bit, which my roof does not have the room for. So I was right. If I want to do what I'm doing, the roof in itself needs to have the room to do it. But my roof can't really extend out like that. That actually puts a damper on my plans. But yeah, it needs to extend out a little bit because otherwise it's not going to work. So that's the mistake I kept running into, which is I just don't have the room because it kind of just stops off so quickly. Because the roof in itself is not very tall because the building in itself isn't really that big. So I'd have to like extend the house out. Because this is really all the space I have to work with. That's not nearly enough. I'll probably just look for some other stuff, but that's frustrating. Okay, well, it looks like if I want to do what I need to do, well, first off, I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do because it's not possible with that roof. So I got to look up different designs now, which is just going to be so fun. But I'm getting a bit tired. It's kind of getting a bit frustrating. And the medication, of course, makes anything frustrating a bit just more frustrating. So I'm feeling kind of like what I would on like a lot of medications, which is just more frustrated than I should be. And I'm just not in the mood to go out and I'm not going to feed into the medication, all right? I'm not going to give it its chance. So I'm going to end it for today. I'm going to just look for some other roof designs. In the meantime, I am definitely feeling a bit more drowsy. So I'm going to try to stay awake until 10 p.m. In the meantime, I'm just going to get myself ready for bed. Because my body is just feeling a bit more tired. But thank you, Alex, for stopping by. If anyone would like to join the Discord, if you're on YouTube, all the social media and stuff, that's in the description below. But if you're on this Twitch, if you want to get notified of whenever I'm going live, oh, excuse me, exclamation point Discord in the chat. If you want to find me on YouTube, exclamation point YouTube. At some point, I will play more Phasmophobia, but because of the medication causing slight more anger and slightly more anxiety, I don't think playing horror games would be a good idea. So I'm going to, once I get off the medication, I'm going to give it a few days for it to kind of exit my system, and I'll go back to Phasmo. I do want to actually go back into making the ghost guides as well, so I have been thinking about that, and I probably will upload some at some point. I want to try to do that soon. The Phasmo guides, 2-minute ghost guides. I do want to try to do that. I realized I put the microphone way far back. I also want to get into Power World again. I want to get into Shadows of Doubt again. I've been wanting to play Medieval Dynasty on stream. I do want to do that. Some more 7 Days to Die. All the other games I was playing beforehand, I am going to get back into it at some point. It's just a matter of getting all the other shit in life kind of set. But I do want to play a bit more, and I do want to upload a bit more. But for now, I am just going to go ahead and say, for everyone, have a good night. And I am just going to go to bed and rest up. So I will see you all at some point. All right.